Hello everyone, this is Sarah Nazari. I'm going to have my presentation for the individual case study of a legal risk course. We are going to discuss about two of the most interesting international laws in Japan that Canadian firms thinking of expanding their operation must consider. The first interesting law is Trans-Pacific Partnership. The Trans-Pacific Partnership is a comprehensive free trade agreement that includes Japan, Canada, and 10 other Pacific Rim countries. This agreement provides Canadian firms with significant benefits when expanding their operations in Japan. The TPP reduces trade barriers, eliminates or reduces tariffs, both on import and export side, on various goods and services, and establishes favorable rules for investment and intellectual property protection. By being a part of the TPP, Canadian firms can enjoy improved market access, increased opportunities for trade, and a more favorable business environment in Japan. This agreement facilitates smoother border transactions and provides a framework for expanding operations in Japan with reduced barriers to entry. As mentioned, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, TPP, was a proposed free trade agreement among 12 Pacific Rim countries, included of Australia, Brunei, Canada, Chile, Japan, Malaysia, Mexico, New Zealand, Peru, Singapore, Vietnam, and the United States. The agreement would have lowered tariffs and other trade barriers among these countries. However, it is worth mentioning that after taking office in 2017, President Donald Trump formally withdrew the United States from TPP. The remaining countries negotiated a new trade agreement called the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, which is now called CPTPP, which incorporates most of the provisions of the TPP and which entered into force on December 30th, 2018. We're going to discuss about how Canadians can benefit from Trans-Pacific Partnership. As earlier mentioned, the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership offers Canadian business a number of advantages to help them compete in the Asia-Pacific region, including Japan. The CPTPP creates a trading bloc of 11 countries that together represent 13.5% of global GDP and 495 million consumers. With the CPTPP now in force in Canada, tariffs on the vast majority of Canadian products exported to CPTPP countries that have ratified the agreement have been fully eliminated or have started to drop through a series of scheduled tariff cuts. Well, of course, this makes Canadian exports more competitive than those from countries that do not have this free trade agreement with mentioned countries, including the United States. On investment, The CPTPP allows Canadian companies to invest with greater confidence in Japan, offering them protections from unfair and discriminatory treatment, as well as greater predictability and transparency. As the second law that Canadian firms should consider if they are thinking of expanding their business in Japan, we can think of Japan's foreign direct investment FDI policies. Now let's see what this policy means about. Japan has implemented policies to attract foreign direct investment, which can be advantages for Canadian firms seeking to expand their operations. The Japanese government had introduced reforms to encourage FDI, including simplifying regulations, enhancing intellectual property rights protection, and promoting foreign business participation. The Japanese government has also launched several initiatives to promote foreign direct investment, which is called FDI in Japan. These measures aim to attract high-quality human resources and advanced technologies, as well as large amounts of capital from overseas, which will lead to the creation of innovations and the inflow of resources from overseas economies into regions across Japan. If we would like to explain more about FDI policy in Japan, we can mention that in 2013, the Japanese government set a target of doubling the inward FDI stocks to 35 trillion yen by 2020. Yen is the currency of Japan, as a key performance indicator, which is called KPI. It has been making efforts toward achieving these targets, such as discovering and attracting foreign companies interested in investment in Japan, improvement of business environment and their living condition for foreign workers in Japan, and of course, providing business matching opportunities for potential collaboration with Japanese companies. As a result, the inward FDI stocks as of December 2020 amounted to 39.7 trillion yen. Confirmed, these are all confirmed figures, which was well over the target. Under such circumstances, in the strategy of promotion of direct foreign investment in Japan, which was adapted by Council for Promotion of Direct Foreign Investment in June 2011, a new target was set for doubling the inward FDI stocks to 80 trillion yen by 2030, which is a huge amount. We already mentioned that how Canadian can benefit from Japan's foreign direct investment, but here's the recap that these policies aim to create a more open and business-friendly environment for foreign investors, including Canadian firms. By leveraging Japan's FDI policies, Canadian companies can access incentives, grants, and support programs to facilitate their expansion efforts. These measures help to reduce costs, mitigate risk, and foster an attractive investment climate for Canadian firms expanding their operators in Japan. The Japanese government, has been making efforts to attract foreign companies interested in investing in Japan, such as improving the business environment and living conditions for foreign workers in Japan, and providing business matching opportunities for potential collaboration with Japanese companies. These measures aim to attract high-quality human resources and advanced technologies, as well as large amount of capital from overseas, which will lead to creation of innovation and the inflow of resources from overseas economies into regions across Japan. This can provide Canadian firms, of course, with opportunities to expand their operations in Japan and benefit from the companies and from this country's growth economy. Thank you for listening to my presentation. Here are the resources that I have used to make this presentation. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you.